So one of my favorite things to do is stir the pot. I guess metaphorically stir the pot at a meeting or whatnot. But here I mean stirring the pot as a Qigong kind of silk reeling move. So for here, take a stand with, if you're mirroring me, your right leg's in front, the left leg's back. Your left foot will be about 45 degrees. Your right front foot is forward. Kind of sink the hips down. Imagine there's a big cauldron in front of you, and you're just going to dip the hands into the cauldron. And you're going to begin to stir. And if your right leg is forward, then here, bring the hands in over that front leg so that when you look down at your hands, the circles are going clockwise. You begin to shift the hips a little bit with it too. Just kind of stirring the cauldron. You can take a low or wider stance if you like, or if that's not to your liking, you can take a more narrow, upright stance. Just begin stirring what's in the cauldron. And it's like you're stirring with the hands. And then you bring the focus of your attention to the wrists. Slow it down a little bit. And let the rest of the hands and the fingers kind of flow, maybe drag through the liquid, the elixir in the cauldron. And maybe bring it up to the elbows, right? Your elbows are circling, and then your wrists and the hands are flowing down in the cauldron. And then maybe bring it down to maybe bring it even down to the hips. So you're shifting the hips forward and shifting the hips back, and just let everything else kind of flow behind it. So the focus is moving from the pelvis and the hips. Might not actually look any different from the outside. And if it all feels the same, like, I don't know, the hips, what's going on, just stir the pot. That's all it is. And you could do this a lot longer, but I'm going to just switch to the sides, plant the other foot forward. So now if your left foot's forward, your right foot's back. As you stir, you're stirring so that it looks like you're going counterclockwise as you look down at your hands. The eyes can be either opened or closed. You might imagine that the elixir begins to thicken so that it just takes a little bit more to begin to move it. Maybe it becomes a little bit thinner and finer, almost like a mist. Or if it all feels the same, just circle your hands. And then when you're good and ready, you can bring the feet back about shoulder width apart, have the feet angled out a little bit. We're just going to reach up and we're going to imagine we're lowering the chi or the energy down to the navel, pausing briefly in front of the navel with the lalgam points lined up over the navel. Lower the chi 3 times. Hands over the navel. This is from Hunyuan style Qigong. On this form, the invitation is for women to have the left of the yin hand touching the body. Cover it with the right hand. The lalgam points at the center of the palms lined up. For men, the invitation is to have the right or the yang hand on this form touching the body. Cover with the left. Sometimes other forms will have men place whatever's considered the yang out, and women will place whatever's considered the yin hand outward. But here, women have the left yin hand inward to the body. Men have the right yang hand inward, whichever feels better. eyes either closed or gently open with a downward glance, just pausing for a moment. And when you're done, you act like nothing happened, go about your day.